Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. She weighed in at 9 stone, 3 pounds, 5 ounces. She holds a professional record of 12 wins, 1 loss, with 7 of those wins coming by way of knockout. And she fights out of Detroit, Michigan, USA. She is the reigning, defending IBO and WBC Super Featherweight Champion of the World, Alycia Baumgardner.
Red trunks with white trim. Her record, 11 victories with only 1 defeat. One of those victories coming by way of knockout. From Lévis, Quebec, Canada, Leila Beaudoin.
They called it a battle between finesse and fire. Alycia Baumgardner, the self-made queen of chaos, stepping once again into the storm she created. Across the ring stood Leila Beaudoin, calm, calculated, and dangerously underrated. No words, no fake smiles, just the silent energy of 2 women ready to rewrite what boxing means for the new generation. Baumgardner's story isn't built on luck. From Ohio gyms to world titles, every punch she throws carries memory, pain, and redemption. She fought her way through the ranks with a fighter's heart and a champion's mindset, proving time and time again that charisma means nothing without blood to back it up. Beaudoin, on the other hand, is a sniper. Her movements smooth, her jab surgical, her patience deadly. She's the type of fighter who studies chaos and then dismantles it, piece by piece. Many underestimated her because of her calm, but calm doesn't mean soft. It means focused. The tension between Alycia and Leila wasn't born overnight. It simmered for months. Press conferences turned into verbal shootouts, with both women trading cold stares and sharper words. Alycia, known for her laser focus, treated every jab from Beaudoin as fuel. Leila, confident and fearless, vowed to expose the myth of the queen. Behind the smiles, there was real fire. Every statement, every gesture was a psychological strike before the first punch was ever thrown. This wasn't just competition, it was personal war. When these 2 forces met, the ring turned into a chessboard of violence. Baumgardner's explosive counters met Beaudoin's sharp precision. Every second of round 1 set the tone. This wasn't going to be a showcase. This was going to be a survival test. Baumgardner fired first. Hooks that echoed through the arena, her timing, cruelly perfect. She fought with emotion, but moved with strategy. Yet Beaudoin refused to fade, keeping her defense airtight, answering back with jabs that split the rhythm like a heartbeat. By round 3, both knew this was no ordinary contest. Baumgardner wanted dominance, Beaudoin wanted legacy. And in that ring, legacy hits harder. The crowd could feel it, the intensity rising with every exchange, every stare, every second of silence between punches. Inside Alycia's camp, silence was sacred. Every punch echoed discipline, footwork perfected, combinations rehearsed until instinct took over. Across the continent, Leila's camp was chaos by design. Loud, intense, unforgiving. She trained with men, sparring against heavier fighters to build resilience. While Alycia sought mastery, Leila forged resistance. Both women were sculpting more than muscle. They were sharpening identity. 2 worlds, 2 philosophies, 1 truth. When the bell rang, all theories would be tested in the fire of fists and heart. Then came the shift. Beaudoin landed a clean right hand that shook Baumgardner's balance. A reminder that precision always finds the opening. But Alycia only smiled, a dangerous sign. Because when she smiles, she's about to unleash hell. Baumgardner came back with fury. Her footwork tightened, her power sharper. She began cutting angles, trapping Beaudoin against the ropes. The rhythm changed. It became her symphony of destruction. Beaudoin absorbed the storm, but each exchange drew her deeper into the chaos Baumgardner created. By round 5, blood was drawn. Both fighters breathing heavy, neither willing to step back. Every punch now had intent. Every glance, a declaration. The sound of gloves colliding echoed louder than the crowd. It wasn't about points anymore. It was about proving who could break the other first. Beaudoin's jab kept her alive, her discipline, robotic. Even when Baumgardner charged in, Beaudoin countered with textbook precision. She made Baumgardner respect her space, something few have ever done. But respect in the ring doesn't last long. Only dominance survives. The arena trembled under the roar of anticipation. Cameras flashed, chants erupted, and the lights burned like war flames. Alycia's walkout was pure power. Eyes locked forward, every step commanding respect. Leila followed, her face unreadable, her aura defiant. The energy in the air felt alive, electric, like history waiting to happen. Ringside legends leaned forward. Analysts whispered predictions. But in that moment, nothing else existed. Just two warriors, two nations, one destiny about to collide beneath blinding lights. Midway through the fight, both corners screamed different philosophies, one yelling for power, the other for patience. Baumgardner listened to none. She trusted her instincts. The rhythm of war she's mastered through pain and experience. That's what separates champions. They don't follow commands, they follow chaos. Round 7 came like a storm. Baumgardner's combinations became poetry in motion. 3-punch setups, head-body-head, pure aggression with style. Beaudoin answered with crisp rights, refusing to fold. Two warriors, same dream, different paths. You could feel destiny hovering between them. Then came the moment. Baumgardner's left hook thundered across Beaudoin's guard, sending shock through the crowd. Beaudoin staggered but didn't fall. That single moment defined her spirit. Hurt, but not broken. That's what champions are made of. The crowd roared louder now. Phones in the air, flashes everywhere. It wasn't just a fight anymore. It was art. It was survival. It was two women showing the world why boxing is the purest form of truth. Every second felt like the final one. When the final bell echoed, silence swept through the crowd like a storm's calm. Alycia raised her gloves high, exhausted but composed, her face carved with triumph and pain. Leila stood across, chest heaving, her eyes red but unbroken. They met in the center. No words, just respect. Years of rivalry melted into a single nod of acknowledgement. Fans rose to their feet. This wasn't victory or defeat, it was survival. Mutual recognition that both had left a piece of their soul in that ring. By round 9, exhaustion painted both faces. Sweat, blood, and determination mixed into one picture of raw endurance. Baumgardner's breathing heavy, Beaudoin's legs trembling, but no one dared step back. They weren't fighting for fame. They were fighting for the right to be remembered. Then Beaudoin unleashed a furious comeback. Uppercut, left cross, right hook. Baumgardner's head snapped, but she stood tall, roaring back with her own barrage. This was no technique. It was instinct versus instinct. Two lions locked in a cage, and only one would walk out standing tall. Round 10, the heart round. The crowd on its feet. Baumgardner's eyes were locked in, focused like a sniper now. She slipped, rolled, fired. Pure muscle memory. Beaudoin countered, but slower now, her guard fading. Alycia sensed weakness, and like a predator, she attacked it. Beaudoin's corner screamed defense, but it was too late. Baumgardner trapped her against the ropes, unleashing a 10-punch combination that drew roars from the audience. Beaudoin clinched, survived the storm, and somehow found a way back into rhythm. The courage, undeniable. When the final bell echoed, silence swept through the crowd like a storm's calm. Alycia raised her gloves high, exhausted but composed, her face carved with triumph and pain. Leila stood across, chest heaving, her eyes red but unbroken. They met in the center. No words, just respect. Years of rivalry melted into a single nod of acknowledgement. Fans rose to their feet. This wasn't victory or defeat. It was survival. Mutual recognition that both had left a piece of their soul in that ring.
The final round began in silence. No trash talk, no hesitation, just respect. Two warriors who gave everything to the sport. Baumgardner's power still dangerous, Beaudoin's heart unbreakable. They traded blows until the final bell, every second soaked in history. When the bell rang, both collapsed in embrace. Not weakness, but mutual recognition. In that hug was everything. Respect, exhaustion, and pride. The audience didn't care who won. They had witnessed greatness in motion. Two women rewriting the standard for what a real fight should be. The judges spoke, Baumgardner by unanimous decision. But victory felt shared. Because Beaudoin didn't lose. She ascended. She earned her respect, her spotlight, and her future. And Baumgardner? She reminded the world why she's still the face of women's boxing. A queen forged in fire, still reigning, still unstoppable. Long after the lights faded and the gloves came off, the echoes of this night remained. Alycia Baumgardner's composure and Leila Beaudoin's courage reignited a global conversation about women's boxing, not as a side attraction, but as the heart of the sport. This wasn't just another fight. It was proof that legacy isn't gendered, it's earned. Their war became a statement that greatness demands risk, respect, and relentless heart. And in that ring, both warriors carved their names into eternity.